Powell just triggered stock and altcoin season. Well, I don't really want to talk about stocks because with stocks, but we're starting to get a beautiful pump. Ethereum is pumping. We're almost at all-time high. We've got XRP news, Ripple news, HBAR news, you name it, we have gotten it. But guess what? If you have been subscribed to the O Show, everything crypto every single day, this is something we talked about. We talked about how the public servants like to manipulate the markets. And I know some people might disagree with me, but realistically, at the end of the day, when we're talking, like if we just remove crypto from the entire situation and we look at traditional finance in general, we've got all of these public servants who create policies regarding certain industries, and they get funding from those companies in the industry, and number goes up. We got people like Powell, that one man that is in charge of literally everything, that gets to decide which direction the economy is going based off of interest rates and inflation, which again, a lot of these CPI reports and everything that's happening right now in general, especially really from the 80s, they started changing the way that they started to calculate these numbers. If that's not manipulation, I don't know what is. And basically what crypto allows a level playing field for everybody based off of self-education, based off of grit, and based off how hard you work. And that's the way the system should be. And I don't know how much time we have here, okay? I don't know how much time we have here. Also, TikTok, if you guys can hear me, let me know. I've got my phone charged because me and Love got a day. But anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into the news. There's a lot of stuff happening, and it's exciting. I'm really, really excited to see, SBI distribution of rlusd. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all of it. It's a lot going on. It's exciting. Also, too, I'm exhausted. For those of you that watched the show yesterday, Lo is feeling 100% better. She had a little bit of a stomach flu, which was really unfortunate. And it could be because of the heat, because it's like 105 out here. But she's back to normal. Everything is okay. Amen. It was a little bit scary. She did lots of yesterday. Lo is my baby, my daughter, my 9-year-old. We've got like some special stuff we got to do because it's Friday. So we got to watch what we eat. But still, after the stream, I'm going to make the biggest over easy eggs with cheese and mayo, and I'm gonna eat blueberry pancakes. I've been dieting all week. But anyways, let's get into it. There's so many exciting things happening. First and foremost, shout out to all my YouTube babes. Good morning to Mr. R, Mr. Dale, gorgeous Alexandra, gorgeous Queen, Mr. John Germain, watching me live from Memorex. Who else? Mr. D. Who else? Everybody. Also to Rumble babes, to TikTok babes. ETH is up 15%. It passed all-time high. Oh my gosh, this is the first thing we have to look at. And hello to everybody. And those of you that are parents know how important, like how terrible it feels when your kids are sick, because there's literally nothing we can do. And it's literally frustrating. It's super, 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 super frustrating. Because we just want them to feel good and we can't take their pain away. And I would take puking everywhere, any way, shape, or form over my kid getting sick or having to do that. It's just what parents do. This is what we do. All right, let's take a quick look at Ethereum because allegedly, according to TikTok, it passed all-time high. So we need to see. Let's see. Are we at all-time high? Not there yet. And you guys know I'm a big Ethereum bag holder. We're almost there. We're trading at $4,827.80, an all-time high according to Bitfinex, is one of the largest crypto exchanges, is $4,871.50. BNB broke an all-time high. Everything is going crazy. Good morning, Oaks. I love you. But we're here. We're going to get through this because guess what? I'm tired. I'm a tired mom. I haven't been sleeping. All right, let's go ahead and get into the news. Okay, we'll cover charts in a second. I want to get into what Powell said because this is why the market is pumping, okay?
In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside. He's challenging situation.
Basically, he's announcing here that he is going to lower interest rates. The shifting balance of risk may warrant adjusting our policy stance. For the longest time, they did not want to lower interest rates because it was long-term bad for the economy. This is the thing, okay? You people, you Powell, all the administrations since the 80s and 90s have gotten us into this massive mess, okay? This really, really big long-term mess. We're done. We are over it. We don't want to deal with it anymore. We can't afford it. We can't breathe. So guess what? We just need short-term relief. I don't even care. I really don't. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Comment below why you disagree with me. But realistically, at the end of the day, this generation, we need to accumulate as much assets as we can, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's real estate, what businesses, whatever it is. But we need to establish some sort of foundation for our kids. Because if we don't, who's going to do it? They might be able to do it. And again, I'm not saying they shouldn't work hard for everything that they have. But the point is, it is so hard to accumulate wealth. In like the last 20 years, it's been really, really challenging on the American people. We need some sort of reprieve here, okay? The people that are working hard, that have done everything correct, it's gotten too expensive. We need some sort of reprieve, okay? But yeah, there's other issues. Also, too, you guys, I love the Litecoin account. Like, who doesn't love this? Anyways.
Situation. When our goals are in tension like this, our framework calls for us to balance both sides of our dual mandate. Our policy rate is now 100 basis points closer to neutral than it was a year ago. And the stability
blah, 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 policy rates, bonus point, of
the unemployment rate and other labor market measures allows us to proceed carefully as we consider changes to our policy stance. Nonetheless, with policy in restrictive territory, the baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance. Monetary policy is not on a preset course. FOMC members will make these decisions based solely on their assessment of the data.
FOMC members, like it's some exclusive club. You should probably ask the American people what they want to. But either way, we're getting lowered interest rates.
That's implications for the economic outlook and the balance of risks.
All right. You heard it. You heard it. And this is the thing. A lot of people did not understand what was happening. Trump has been very adamant about lowering interest rates, and people shorted. Over 250 million worth of cryptocurrency shorts liquidated in the past 4 hours. Why? Why did they do this? We don't know. However, if you would like to lose money with leverage, I've got a Femex ref link down below. You're more than welcome to use it. If you want to lose money so I get paid the fees, cool. But anyways, with that being said, people were shorting. I wouldn't have short. I'm not doing a whole lot of trading now, but I don't know why you would short the market when you know this current president wants lower interest rates. He went to the darn the Fed with the damn hats on. Like, come on. We've got people like Brian Armstrong calling for $1 million Bitcoin. Come on, why would you be shorting? Short-term scalps, great. Long-term, eek. But realistically, the key takeaways over here. Risks now tilt toward jobs, not just inflation. Labor supply is weakening with demand. There's no jobs out there, by the way. Fed scraps flexible average interest inflation targeting. Stable inflation expectations no longer assumed. Signals possible rate cut in September. We're going to get a rate cut in September. Why? Because President Trump is going to make sure we get it because that's what he wants. That's exactly what he wants. Either way, it doesn't matter if we get a rate cut or not. I mean, well, it does, because if we get the rate cut, things will be a little bit more affordable. If we don't get the rate cut, we'll get more and more poverty. So short term, it's good. Short term, it's good. Now, more news we got to cover. We talked about the shorts. Also, Hedera, per coin market cap. Hedera has the most bullish sentiment of all listed networks. Let's go and look at some of these networks over here. So we got HBAR, Near, Chainlink, XLM, Avalanche, FET, Ondo, CAS, PP, and ADA. We love ADA. We love Cardano. Crow is up. Everything is up right now. But HBAR, you guys can't see because my big forehead's in the front of it. But up 92, is at 92%. Then Near. I don't know why Link is at 9, is behind. But again, hey, we'll take it. We will take it. And shout out to the Dead Pixels on Hedera. We love you guys. And shout out to Dovu. Love you guys. Think you're amazing. But this is good to see. And again, when we talk about positive fundamental analysis, there's quite a few projects that showcase this, in my personal opinion. HBAR, Chainlink, Avalanche, ADA. Ondo. Yes, honey.
Do you want me to take off like the sheet?
No. Can you take off the big white blanket?
Oh, you mean under the gray blanket?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Wonderful. You're great. Thank you. We do chores. We do chores around here. Got to earn your keep. All right, next. CME Group. This is XRP news. Actually, we'll get into the XRP news. We need to go over charts. We need to go over the market, okay? Also, too, I've got a ref link for Kraken down below. And Femex if you want to lose money. Not your keys, not your coins. And Kraken does, in fact, have customer service you could call. But this is what the market's currently looking like. We're up. Earlier this morning, it was not up. It was not up. It was not up. ETH is not at all-time high yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. It kissed all-time high. Oop, 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 oop. Almost there. Almost there. We're like a couple bucks away. My Ethereum bags are very, very happy. I'm going to be able to get my little cottage on Carmel up the Central Coast, hopefully. But let's go ahead. We got to look into all the charts, my babies. All right. First, taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is back to or retesting $117,000 support. And again, the reason why the market pumped was because of Powell. Crypto and traditional finance are integrated, and economic data and economic or geopolitical stuff, economic stuff is impacting it. Okay. Yes, honey.
Mom, where do you want the white blanket to go? On the chair?
On the chair's good. Thank you.
I know, but what chair do
I don't care. You figure it out. Use critical thinking. I love you. You can make money on Bonk. You can make money on anything you know to do it. Anyways, this is what Bitcoin is doing. We tested. Remember I told you? Watch for $111,000. It's key support over here. We tested it swing wick low and we were up within 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. We're up about 5%, which is wonderful over here, okay? Now, Bitcoin is up. With next area of support we need to break is 120. That's fine, fantastic. Taking a look at, what is this over here? Hold on. Okay, my call. Ethereum is pumping. This is a god tier candle, a big, thick, beautiful green candle. We absolutely love it. Everything looks bullish right now. Solana is pumping as well. XRP is back above $3. We do need to get above 312, but this is absolutely beautiful. I want to see us flip the trend line into support. SUI is 370, trying to get back above the trend line after we broke down. Chainlink, $27. ADA is back up, getting ready to probably hit $1 again next week. HBAR, perfect pop up from crucial support at 22 cents, as we've just been consolidating. So the market's looking good. Now let's get into all this XRP news, because there's a lot of it. From CME Futures, a new record for XRP futures. Hit an all-time high in open interest with 6,000 plus contracts on August 18th. 251,000 plus contracts traded, 9.02 billion volume, and 12 million XRP equivalent. Bullish, okay? Because this adds liquidity. I don't have any thoughts about Luna Classic. It's a dead coin in my opinion. Ripple, let's go ahead and talk about the stablecoin market. Remember the Genius Act? Well, here we go. Hey gamer, make sure you guys smash a like and share this. So, Ripple posted, let me get my little notifications over here, that they will be working with SBI Holdings to distribute RLUSD in Japan during quarter one of 2026. Quarter one of 2026 is going to be a good quarter thus far. SBI and Ripple aim to expand stablecoin utility and infrastructure in Japan. RLUSD, the Ripple stablecoin, runs on Ethereum and RLUSD. Not a whole lot of people are using RLUSD right now, which is why Ripple, has it also on Ethereum. Again, Ethereum is going to be one of those underdogs this cycle, not only because I'm a bag holder, but really because a lot of the financial institutions are using it as a baseline. A side note here, SBI and Singapore-based blockchain developer Startail Group are building a trading platform for tokenized stocks and RWAs. I wonder why, because those are the future. And that's why we like HBAR, and that's why we love Ondo. And Chainlink allows for proper data oracle or price oracle feeds to get pushed through. We absolutely love it. Those are the ones you should be paying attention to. Now, some more story over here. Stories. South Korea's top banks said to meet Tether, Circle, and stablecoin partnerships report. Now, what is going on here? And because again, this is about stablecoins, but South Korea's top banks met with Tether and Circle to discuss stablecoin partnerships. Discussions include distribution of dollar peg stablecoins and creation of won peg stablecoin. Meeting aligns with South Korean's president pro-crypto agenda. Cool. And CBDC plans were shelved in June following his election. All these stablecoins, I'm just going to tell you guys, okay? Stablecoins are all the Genius Act and all that is essentially going to usher in CBDCs, is what it is, though. What is it, honey?
My mom is a good mom because she carried me all the way to the couch today.
Okay, wonderful. Listen, I love you very much, but we got to get through this, okay? Because the faster I get done, the less interruptions, the quicker I can come hang out with you and we can play.
Okay, what do I need to do now when I'm done with the bed?
Is there dishes?
No.
Okay, then just chill. Thank you. All right. Now let's go ahead and talk about, hold on a second. SoFi. So SoFi partners with Lightspark to power blockchain-enabled international money transfers. So there's going to be a big competition between a lot of these companies, and it's interesting to see. It's going to be good to see who comes out on top. really, when you think about it. Next, more Ripple story over here. Vivo Power, we talked about them earlier this week. Vivo Power wants Ripple shares at a discount to its XRP holdings. Let's go ahead and talk about why. Again, they're doing something very, very similar to what Michael Saylor is doing with Strategy. So Vivo Power is acquiring 100 million in Ripple shares on the secondary market at a 19 billion valuation. So basically, they want to acquire more. Vivo Power is NASDAQ listed. The ticker is VVPR, and the goal is to gain indirect exposure to XRP at a discount versus buying XRP directly. See how crazy traditional finance is? A derivative of a derivative of a derivative. Shares are valued at 47 cents per XRP. XRP trades higher. XRP is trading at $3, so it does make sense for them to buy these shares as opposed to XRP. However, you always want the underlying asset, okay? Which is an 80, and then again, that's an 86% discount. Ripple owns 42 billion XRP, which mostly is in escrow. Current market value of these holdings is 121 billion. The shares Vivo Power is buying are not owned by Ripple directly. Ripple shares trade privately, most limited to accredited investors, and Vivo Power plans to publish XRP holdings online, but Ripple shares won't be verifiable on chain, which makes total sense. Why? Well, because they're traditional finance. They don't have to. Next on the docket over here, Verb Technology, soon to be Ton Strategy Company, and they acquire 713 million worth of Ton. This is the thing. I don't mind treasury strategies. But one thing I want to say is there should be basket treasury strategies. And again, this is just my opinion. I think that they should hold majority Bitcoin and then a basket of other cryptos, or if they want to focus on whatever crypto they want. Like they just want to focus on XRP, if they want to focus on HBAR, whatever that is, okay? But that's just my personal opinion, because I think hedging is important. Yeah, smack the likes. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a little bit tired. Let's keep going. Next story. SharpLink, Ethereum, authorizes 1.5 billion stock buyback program. Let's see. The ticker is SBET. Again, not financial advice, but they basically want to repurchase common stock if it trades below NAV of its ETH holdings. You see what a big Ponzi traditional finance is? It's so crazy to me, but it's all legal if you're rich, right? Buyback intended to prevent shareholder dilution and boost Ethereum share per value. Repurchases may occur via open market, private deals, or other legal methods. Another thing we want to talk about here from Mr. Nate Grassi is he said, what a headline. Peter Thiel leads pack of investors piling into Ethereum. Proponents see Ethereum becoming the platform of choice for financial world. And this is why I've talked about Ethereum so heavily. And this is why I did not sell my stuff. Everyone's like, why don't you sell? Because I think we're going to go higher. I think that we are going to pass through all-time high eventually. We are going to hit between $10,000 and $15,000 Ethereum, possibly $25,000 Ethereum. Again, I am planning on selling about 90% of my Ethereum around about $10,000 when we hit $10,000, but that's just me. And I might change my trading or investing plan depending on what the market looks like. But Ethereum is not going anywhere. Ripple would not have built on top of Ethereum for their stablecoin. They might end up removing that capability for their stablecoin rlusd one day, but right now, that's not going anywhere, honey. Anyways, I'm not telling you to buy Ethereum now, but for a bag holder like myself, we are good. Now, some Chainlink news. We're excited to see that AAVE has integrated Chainlink price feeds on its Aptos. First deployment on a non-EVM coin, which is interesting because, again, most of the coins that Chainlink works with, I believe, and a lot of these other crypto assets are going to be on EVM because it's kind of linked to Ethereum in a way. So this is really cool. So AAVE is now live on Aptos and Chainlink is powering that. AAVE is the OG DeFi protocol. We skyrocketed because Powell made a speech and basically said that he's going to be lowering interest rates. Now, Polygon, Matic, we need to talk about that because I'm another holder of this. So basically, Sandeep said in LATAM, Latin America, I believe, Polygon is already home to around 50 payment projects processing nearly 500 million per month. And they're niche platforms and they're steadily growing in share with Latin America's exchange activity. Latin America crypto exchanges grew from niche platforms into critical financial infrastructure in the last 2 years, with flows increasing 9 times. That's pretty impressive. It's driven by payment-focused flows, and Polygon captured 7.2% of monthly volume in July of 2025, which is amazing. It surpasses Solana's 7.1%, and Polygon is a key blockchain corridor for Brazilian real peg stablecoins. Polygon is currently leading by native volume and active users. Somebody on TikTok said I have a lot of boomer coins, and that's because I like money. Why would I put a bunch of money into a meme coin? Why would I put a bunch of money into a meme coin when we're not even going to get a spot ETF with it? The spot ETFs is really going to trigger altcoin season. But again, you do what works for you, honey. I'm going to be laughing all the way to the bank in my cottage on the Central Coast with Low in front of the fireplace with my records, with my wine and my occasional Kevin Gates. Next story over here. And I got a bag of Polygon too. This is from, who is this guy? Oh, this is a guy from Solana. Google is the world's first library. Solana could be the world's first marketplace. Let's go ahead and listen to what he's talking about here.
What Solana has achieved is, with scale, it reduced prices. Solana fees never increase. We have, I think, the lowest median fee out of any other blockchain, simply because we did the work, the hard engineering work, and scaled the throughput and bandwidth of the system. So our goal is to continue to do that, because I think we can do this at a global scale. So like Google is the world's library. Solana could.
You know what? Solana is a great competitor of Ethereum. Really, really great competitor of Ethereum. And there's a lot of stablecoin volume being done on Solana, which is good. So we'll see who ends up becoming on top. But again, I hold Solana as well. Really quickly with the Yeezy coin. It's all linked together, from Liba to Melania to Trump to all of it. If you bought and you lost money, sorry to hear, but realistically, at the end of the day, we knew this was going to happen. I just wanted to kind of show you this. I don't really want to talk about it too much because to me, it's not really important. This is more important. New CFTC acting chair Caroline Pham announced the agency's next crypto sprint to implement recommendations from the White House crypto report. And a lot of you guys are bearish. A lot of you guys have been bearish about this whole, I love Kevin Gates. Okay, let's do it. But anyways, a lot of people were bearish about all this regulation and stuff. And yeah, I can see long-term bearish, but the fact that the White House put out a crypto report, now the CFTC and SEC is now implementing changes based on that, is iconic. Literally iconic. But people are still bearish. Why? Who the heck even knows? Who knows? And the cool thing is CFTC and the SEC are going to be aligning with each other on this, which is good news. Also, the U.S. slips CBDC ban into the defense spending bill. I like it. I like it. I like it. And really, that's all I want to cover today. That's all I feel like covering today. You want to know why? You can get them yourself, Grandpa. But anyways, I got to go. I want to go hang out with my baby. It's Friday. I got a video coming out at 2 p.m. PT, so make sure to check that out. I'll be live streaming tomorrow at 10 a.m. PT, and I got a whole entire news wrap up for you at 6 p.m. PT, so make sure to watch it. Anyway, sending you guys love and light. We will be back later. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and set alerts. Bye-bye. Bye, baby.